today with StaceyJ. Welcome to the show. I'll chat around and tell you what I know. What has happened since I have been gone? Settle in and settle down and enjoy the show at StaceyJ's studio.
Hi, I'm StaceyJ and this is my studio, and I am coming to you today because I have had a few people contact me and ask, where are you? Thank you if you have missed me. Welcome back and welcome to anybody that's new. It has been a bit of a time lapse since I last saw you guys, and I want to apologize for that, but I'm going to fill you in on why it has been so long. On Thursday the 28th, Queenie flew down from Hamilton and she helped me start my studio up, my vault, and to tidy it up and get it all pretty. Every bit of fabric has been registered, everything is folded, everything is in its place, and it took, we started 12 o'clock ish on Thursday, and we left for the airport about 1 o'clock, 1:30 on the Sunday. So we were basically in here for the whole time, except for when we went to the restaurant for singing, which was a cold night, but we'll get to that one in a minute. So we have it, and I'll probably be putting little photos up here as we go along. Over the moon, happy. I didn't finish it once she left. I didn't finish it until Monday this week, and today's Thursday. So Monday this week I came down and tidied up a few more things in my studio and was in love with the whole thing. It was just amazing. Had a massive pile of and I took a photo, so I'll try and remember to pop that in here. Massive pile of I don't want this fabric anymore kind of things to get out of my room, and I had it piled up over. I'm going over there because that's where I had it, and one of those big white baskets, washing baskets, I stole it. It was Alexander's, and I needed something to start putting the rags in, because they said, well, not the rags, the leftovers, or the non-wanted stuff. And Mum said, why don't you sell it? I was just like, nah, can't be bothered, do not want to sell it, no interest in selling it, not going to happen. So I made this pile. Now the basket's like probably up to my top of my hip bone height, and the fabric was coming out of it to the height, doubled that height, and then a little bit on top. It was going pretty good. Now Mum came and visited. I was quite close to finishing, and she came to visit on, I think it was Sunday, and she went to have a look at some of the fabric to see if she wanted it, and I said to her, you make it topple over, you will be putting it in the garbage bags. So she said, give me some garbage bags and I'll do it anyway. So we got, Mr. Christopher had to buy some because we don't know where our black garbage bags are, the big ones. So he bought a roll, and Mum got 6 bags. She'd got some for her and some of the ladies in her establishment area, and the rest were going to the before and after school care. As you know, that's where I take my fabrics, because I don't want to throw them in the bin. I don't want that kind of wastage. The idea of actually doing sewing is so that I don't. Now my hair's been in the rain today, so I do look terrible, but you'll find out why soon. So anyway, so win-win everywhere. I contacted Stacey, my girlfriend who runs the before and after school care, and I'm having a cup of tea. Now I don't drink tea. This is a milky sugar tea. I don't drink tea. This is comfort. My nana used to make me cups of tea, and the last time I went to have a cup of tea, the phone rang before I made it, and it was my mother telling me that Nana had passed. So I've always then put tea with my Nana. So today I need a cup of tea. I need a cup of tea or a vodka, straight up. So tea it is. So it's getting cool and sweet. Ugh. So anyway, So I made a phone call on Monday. Miss Victoria had to go into university on Monday. They're on their break at the minute. She had to go in there for an appointment, and I thought, okay, I'm going to go and see my son. He had something really bad happen to him on Monday, and so I went over to make sure he was okay, because he had to drive afterwards, and I don't like people driving when they're not in a really, really good state of mind. Went and checked him. He was at his dad's, so I hung with him for a little bit, and then I went and took these bags that had grown from, my mother took 2 bags maybe. So I just made sure they weren't too heavy, and that's why there's probably 2. And then the other 4 had merged into 9. So, and plus I had my regular offcuts. So I now know the lady's name that works at the school just down the road, and so she can, I can just contact her and say, you guys ready for a bag of, because I can just send my bag of stuff. So anyway, so yes, that was Monday. It was, I was over the moon. I was making cushion covers for my client. I had shortened the sleeves with another shirt for another client. I was in a space of awesomeness. Really, really was. Until my son got upset, and then dropped off those things to the lady, and I'm just trying to think. And then Tuesday came around, working, feeling pretty awesome. And then I went and got my hair cut on Wednesday morning, and this is yesterday morning. And then I went to singing. Now I got to my singing teacher's house with sunglasses on, and I left without sunglasses on. Well, actually, before I even got out of the car to go sing, the sun had gone and the rain had come. So I went and sang. Yay, loved it. I'd picked up some stuff from the shops for Samuel, so I dropped them off into his dad's letterbox for him, because his dad's still away. And then I came home, got home about 3:20. It was just slightly spitting, just slightly. And then I got back into making these cushion covers for my client. Oh no, I wasn't. I was altering her top, turning a dress into a top. Something I do a lot of. People buy shirts or buy dresses. Anyway, I don't care. I get paid. So, and then about 4, or just before 4, the heavens opened. And when the heavens opened, I mean, the parting of the Red Sea was falling from the sky over our house. And we've got 2 awesome drains that Chris has put in, but what happens is everyone around us has trees, and all their leaves, being autumn, have fallen and of course been washed down our drains. And I got to the front door, or my studio door, at 4:15. Took a video of it. I was going to take a video of it and show Mr. Christopher just how heavy the rain was. It was crazy heavy. And yeah, got there, and the water was probably 1 centimetre shy of coming into the door. And that's just when I went, okay, something's got to go. Something's got to happen. So I ran upstairs, and Victoria was in the lounge, and I said, I'm about to flood my studio. And she obviously didn't move as fast as I did, because within 2 minutes I was out that door, totally changed. I had Mr. Christopher's gumboots on. Now I got a size 7 foot, and he's got a size 11 foot. So there was waiting room in there. So that's when it all started. I had to unblock a drain that was up the top. Water from the neighbour corner was pouring out of their fence line down our driveway. The water storm drain up the top of the driveway. I could see Pat, my neighbour, he was trying to clear it off. So that was obviously overflowing into both of our yards. I was too busy here trying to get the grate off the one just outside the studio that we've put there. I couldn't get the grate off. Victoria came out like not long after me and said, what do I do? And I said, I don't know. I said, actually ring Chris. And so she got on the blower to Chris, and he was actually on his way home when we rang. What normally takes him 35 minutes to get home took him over an hour to get home. I think it was just I was being tested. And the whole floor in here has flooded right through to the vault. The vault was this water in it, just the whole floor, the whole wooden floor is all buckled and puffed up and broken. And so that was at 4:15 I started. Mr. Christopher came home at 5:30, got home at 5:30. He managed to get the grate up. Now, he's a plumber, so he knew which holes. I mean, I just, look at my nails. Look how beautiful my nails are. Except for that one broke a while back. I didn't care. I was shoving my hands down holes trying to get whatever was in it. I managed to, that was the lens of my, they're just $12 glasses from the warehouse that I wear at night because they have a night thing, and I don't know where my glasses are because my whole life is array at the moment. Anyway, so yeah, my hands were in. I'm just throwing stuff. Then we had a bucket and we were bailing out. If you've seen me on Instagram, I put a little vlog on there, a little reel, sorry. And the reel was it was a song Ironic, and but in my brain, I love Mary Chapman Carpenter. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of her. I never had until I was in my 20s, and one of her songs is called The Bug. And one day you're the windshield, one day you're the bug. Well, I've been both this week. I've had the most beautiful, fantastic, finished vault. Just had some other bits I needed to put away, and everything was going to be fantastic. Less than 2 days later, the whole place is ripped up again. So feeling a bit, what's the word, sorry for myself? I don't know. Feeling a bit numb. I haven't cried. I hung up on Chris 3 times. I did yell at him a bit because I was bucketing, and I had my car up with the back open so I could phone and use a dry spot for me. Yeah, so I couldn't hear him, and he wasn't making sense to me anyway. He couldn't answer any questions I was asking, like, where is? He had, I don't know. So yeah, I was kind of on my own, but my daughter was out with me the entire time. I said, go and get towels, put the towels down on the floor in the studio. So every single towel I own is now going through the washing machine. Yeah, so 4:15, we finished at 7:20. I needed to pee right at the beginning of it. Pee? Sorry, Samuel rang, so I thought I'd answer that. That was right at the beginning. I thought, should I go to the toilet? No, I don't have time to go to the toilet. Don't have time. I was drenched by the time I'd finished. My pants kept falling down. I had these really baggy pants, like size 16 from Kmart, and I just wear them at nights just to have something like casual to wear. And so that's what I grabbed. I had boots on, like leather boots, and my wide leg black pants on, and my nice top on and everything. I looked really, good for the day. So I just chucked on this old stuff. And yeah, so when I did go to the toilet, which was somewhat 2.5 hours later, I left my pants off, my jeans off, and just had my t-shirt had stretched down past my crotch by then, so that was okay. It was like I didn't give a rat's. I really didn't give a rat's fuzzy, because what was someone going to say to me? So anyway, yeah, we finished about that time. When it was just Victoria and I here, I said to her, I was actually thinking maybe we should do takeout, knowing it was going to be the last night that she was with me, because her dad's meant to be back today. That's been postponed. He doesn't get back till 1 a.m. So she's staying with us tonight. And she looked at me and she said, well, I think we deserve it. And I said, I think we deserve it too, and I'm not cooking after this. So I said, and guess who's going down to get it? Mr. Christopher. Because we'd been in the rain for over an hour. Anyway, so yeah, so I put some photos up, and I probably have been putting them up, of what exactly it looks like now. I have come in today Mr. Christopher rang the insurance company yesterday, and they said if it's an emergency, push blah. So I pushed blah, and it said, please call us inside our operating hours of 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. So yeah, that sucked. I mean, if you were out there and you work for Vero, really? My house had flooded. Really? So I have made Mr. Christopher be in charge of this particular episode. I've been in charge of everything else. And yeah. So yesterday, I'd got a phone call, and I tried to call Mr. Christopher on the way to singing, and I don't play an instrument, to singing. My voice is my instrument. No, yeah, sorry, just anyway, seriously. Anyway, so he rang me back, and I said to him, do you want the good news or the bad news? And he goes, oh, give me the good news. I said, well, give me the bad news. And I said, well, the bad news is it's winter, and because I don't like winter. And he goes, oh, yeah, okay. He goes, oh, what's the good news? I said, the good news is our fridge is getting picked up on Friday between 1 and 4 p.m. So we've been waiting. It's been 10 weeks now since our fridge broke down. We don't get credited until the fridge gets picked up. So, yes. So that was my good news. And then, of course, after last night, I turned around to Mr. Christopher and said, can I change the bad news? And we had a chuckle. I mean, it doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. You live a little longer. So, yeah, there you go. That's been my 2 weeks. I was really looking forward to my Friday sews. Though, excuse me, I haven't sewn anything for myself. I was so excited to show you my vault. Now you're going to see it, but you're not going to get walked around it, because you're going to see it before Queenie came down, after Queenie came down, after I'd finished, and now. As for the singing, Friday the 30th, I believe it was, yes, Friday the 30th. I got Victoria to sing 2 songs first, because, you know, prolonging it. And I went up there and I sung. I started with Crowded House, Better Be Home Soon. Victoria played the guitar and backing vocals. And I know I was nervous. I could hear it in my voice I was nervous. But I got through most of my songs. And then halfway through, Queenie said, do you want a shot or something? I said, yeah, let's do that. And she said, what do you want? And I said, oh, I'll have a whiskey. Which made her, what? Who shoots whiskey? I shoot whiskey. So I was a sober driver, so I hadn't had anything to drink at all. And I had that shot, and that's all I had. And I do believe about 2 songs after that, I was a little bit better. The woman that is the manager there kept saying, can you sing that one again? Can you sing that? Got new people in here. Can you sing this again? So I sang almost every song twice. Lone Star I didn't sing twice. And I might have done Landslide twice. But yeah, there you go. And of course Victoria just aced it, because she's just fantastic at singing. So that's kind of... I kind of feel useless, because I cannot show you anything amazing. And my entire studio looks like a fabric bomb hit it. The dining room table looks like a fabric bomb hit it. There is stuff, the whole entryway that goes right down the hallway to the laundry. All the wood has blown. I was going to have, and it was Alexander's 21st on Tuesday. So that was another day where I was a bit... I hadn't had a good sleep because of Samuel and overthinking things there, but I also woke up really early and wished Xander a happy 21st. He is over, if you know Wellington, or you don't, if you don't know Wellington, Masterton and Featherston are over the Rimatuckers, and that is, Featherston's half an hour from us over the Rimatuckers, like just a windy, like heading up the Blue Mountains in New South Wales. I have no idea with any other country. Anyway, so it was a bit weird not seeing him on his birthday, and he said the same to me. It was a bit weird, but he is, as you know, he's left his job because of cash flow, and he wants to work, and I understand that. And at the minute, they don't know when they will be coming back over the side of the hill. So I said, okay, well, and he wanted something done with his gym people, so the people that basically he trained, that got along really well with me, and I got along really well with them. So they had about 4 of them coming, and now with the fabric bomb explosion in the lounge, no one's coming here. I just sort of showed Laura yesterday, and she said, I said, I've got to cancel the weekend. I said, we'll just push it out and do it another one. Xander's he's not an over, hey, me, my birthday. I know he's going to get drunk with his mates and do his yard glass, but yeah. So that was a bit of a myth this week. So then, so Monday had a great big smack in the face, but my studio was beautiful. Tuesday, a little bit miffed. I didn't get to see my boy for his 21st. And then I had Wednesday, where life just turned upside down. So yeah, so sorry guys, I am not getting to show. I'll show you this. I made cushion covers for a client. Now these were in a bag on the floor, and I said to Victoria, oh my God, pick that bag up. I came to the door when I realized it was on the ground as the water's just encroaching throughout the whole place. And I said, Victoria, pick up that bag. And she picked it up. I said, cool. Now take everything out of it. Make sure nothing's wet, because I had just made a pile of covers for her. So this is from her couch she had made. It's like a plush, like a little velvety kind of thing. She had 5 colors. She had gold, emerald, sounds like a hemorrhoid, emerald, red, and blue. So she wants something made out of the grey, the emerald, and the blue. And because I know her quite well, I made, just for funsies, made her one out of the gold and the red as well. So she'll be able to swap them around. She doesn't know that. So yeah. But anyway, it was all dry, which is really good, because the bag, I had it all in. Her bag has like a little plastic coating on the inside. It's a shopping bag. And it had a plastic coating. Very lucky, very, just very. Haven't cried, haven't screamed, except for yelling at Chris and hanging up on him 3 times. That's about as angry as I got, and it was frustration, not anger. I mean, he couldn't do anything, and whatever he was saying wasn't helping me. And so me and Victoria was such a gem. She was just kept going. She just kept soldiering on, kept going. She was like a legend. And even today I said to her, because this is something I would have done if I wasn't down here trying to clean up this mess, I asked her to clean out the old fridge, because the fridge freezer, which is meant to be a fridge freezer, was cold enough on the freezer side to be a fridge, so we called it the freezer fridge, because people kept sticking things in there anyway. And I asked her to clean that out today for them to pick it up tomorrow, and she's done that. She's just been such a legend. I'm going to give her some money because she deserves it. Anyway, that is my rant. That is my reason. I'm sorry. I do hope that it'll be such more of a joyous occasion that I come back on next time. I can update you guys if you want. I don't expect everyone to rush on and say, I'm so sorry, all that sort of stuff. It is what it is. Can't be undone. Frustrating when you put in enough drains to drain everything, and dickhead neighbours, leaves fall in our drains. We don't have trees. We have lots of plants. We don't have trees. They're all down the backyard. There's like 50 million. This is New Zealand. There's lots of trees and lots of leaves. So you don't have any of them. So, and all the soot, and it washes down. Just all the scum that just clogs up. yeah, so that's my life. Like I said, I got a little reel on Instagram, which I couldn't believe the perfect timing of some particular words of the song landed right on a particular thing, and I went, wow. So what am I wearing? I'm wearing this top. I believe it's something from the Sewing Revival. And I've got an old t-shirt I made many years ago because I didn't know how rainy it was going to be or how much stuff I had to do outside. But Mr. Christopher has taken the day off and is doing all his calls over the phone to make sure that he's here for the assessor, who has not shown up yet. So, and I've got a pair of just Easy Buy cargo pants on because, you know, I'm not wearing my good stuff if I have to go out in the rain, which I don't want to go out in. I can't stand the rain. Really can't stand it now. Never liked it. Anyway, wind over rain any day. Any day. Anyway, everyone, enough of that morbid BS. Stay well, stay safe, stay dry, keep cool, keep on sewing. Hydrate. Not with cups of teas. Now, I haven't shown you what's actually written on my cup. My brother gave me this. I'll just cover that word. Okay, and that's what it says. Mr. Christopher's looking in the door like he's a dirty perv. Anyway, stay well, stay warm, stay dry, keep cool, keep on sewing.
Stay dry?
Stay dry, I know. It's the motto of our room now. Stay dry. Just stay dry. And keep on sewing. I did finish, I seriously, my friend's top that I was turning, dress I was turning into a top was half sewn. Like I finished it off this morning because it was still stuck in the needle. And I am wanting to do something. I'm slowly clearing up so I have some room. Oh, and I've also had my friend Katie wants to have a sewing party in July, thank goodness, not anytime soon. So hopefully this is all cleared up and done by then. And oh, what's under there? Because that looks like papery stuff. Yeah, so there you go, everyone. I just want you to take care. Wanted to just let you know why I have been gone burger. But honey, I'm back. Don't beg for it to be wet. See you guys.
Subscribe, like, and share, just to let me know that you care.